Howdy y'all, Dean Stiller here from the official home of unofficial Grateful Dead music news, reporting on Dallas. Before I get started, I wanted to just maybe issue an apology, perhaps a rationale or thought. So I was going, listening, and had a couple re-listens last show, and I felt like this week, for those who follow along, has been the hardest week we've had in a long time in my family. Death of an 11-year-old boy, best friends with my kids. Anyone that knows the neighbor kids, they're in and out of your house all the time. You see a lot of them more than you see your own family. So just really was a week full of services, and to sit and shiva over there, and I don't know if I did it properly. I found out I was Jewish like a year or two ago when I sent my DNA into 23andMe. Listen, if my DNA ever ends up on a crime scene, please investigate 23andMe, because I was hesitant to send my shit to them, but my wife talked me into it. Anyway, find out I'm a 20% Ashkenazi Jewish from the DNA testing. Anyway, I had to sit shiva. I don't know if I did it right. I don't think I sat at all while I was there. I don't even know if there was a place to sit. But it's just been one of those weeks. This has been the hardest week my family and I have had in a long time. And when I listened to the last show, during Standing on the Moon, I re-listened several times to it, and it seems as though Weir had a very sincere and genuine emotional experience during that, and I felt as though I might have discounted that on my last review. I felt bad about it, I think I just numb after the week I had. You start getting damn near numb with emotions and stuff, and as I watched it back, I said, really, I think I discounted and didn't really give proper respects to what appeared to be a sincere and genuine moment that we had during that. So anyway, that's what it is. You don't have to worry. I'm not going to change my take on a lot of things in the future, in the past, but this one I felt like I had to talk about. It bothered me a little bit. It would almost be like when I did the Bristow review, and I was just fucking heartbroken if, whatever, Weir came in and commented like, fuck you. So anyway, I wouldn't have given a fuck, I probably would have hit love on it or something. The shit like that doesn't bother me. Anyway, my conscience is clear as we embark on this journey in Dallas. Really, Dallas is you're there. I'm looking how the amphitheater is made there. Is how to take a fucking genius to make an amphitheater in Dallas with no shade at all. So you're gonna have shows in Texas in the summer, and we're not going to give you a fucking roof. So anyway, a bunch of geniuses built that place. Apparently, the Dead & Company didn't mind, because they come out firing away. You get Bertha, and Bertha's not lacking for anything you want Bertha to have. That one's it's kicking. Seems like everyone's in good spirits. That one will send you in the right direction. And then it seemed like the rest of the set, I mean, they just found every fucking song that had something to do with Texas and played it. So you get Minglewood next. I'm glad Minglewood kind of had a little bit of renewed life. That one was on life support, I think, the last time it came around. Seems like it's doing better. A little bit of pep to its step, and I like Minglewood. That's one of those rare tunes I love Weir's slide on. Anyway, Minglewood was good. You get Ro James next, and that's just fine, I guess. Played well. Then we get Deep Ellum. Listen, they started playing Deep Ellum a year or so ago, and it's a shame that one got put away for a while, because I always liked hearing that. That was a good time. I loved hearing Deep Ellum. Great on that. Friend of the Devil next. A Friend of the Devil's fine. I don't think anything too crazy happens during that. You get El Paso next. Here we go. Just if it's about Texas, we're gonna play it. So you get El Paso. That was great to hear. That's the first one for this tour. You get Sugar E. The Sugar E starts. Mayer, he looks like a man possessed. Really, he looks like he's possessed by a woman he may or may not meet at the Jubilee. And as soon as that song started, you could just tell he was going to work his way through it tastefully, and he sure did. Listen, during that one, Sugary is just feeling really good. And there's my friend Michelle Romero. I mistook her last time. Last time it wasn't Michelle. This time was Michelle, I know, because Jeremiah was right next to you. So that's Michelle. Got her floppy hat on. Looked like she should be sitting on a porch in a colonial house outside sweating with a ceiling fan above her, drinking mint juleps. So anyway, that's a long way to go for that. Michelle, great to see you and Jeremiah just rocking the rail there. You guys were having a blast. That was fun stuff. Jack Straw, you get through, and that one can move slow, but the end of that one, Rage, that one finished properly. And a great way, I think, to close what was a fun and solid first set in Dallas. A musical history here at Intermission. Listen, if you want to know what Jack Straw should sound like, not too many shows around my birthday. I got a birthday that falls on January 10th. Gonna be 50 this year, so that's gonna fall around Mexico. We look forward to celebrating our 50th in Mexico. Well, my 50th. I don't know who the hell else is celebrating. Anyway, not too many shows you get from the Grateful Dead around January 10th, but in 1979 on the 11th, that Jack Straw's a motherfucker. You need, if you're new to the music, get your ears on that Jack Straw from January 11th, 1979. So while you're at it, you've probably, one of the most listened to tapes probably when I was a young Deadhead, 14, 15 years old, was probably Veneta, Oregon, 8/27/72. That was probably, that's one of those tapes, and Kezar 73. Those tapes, we wore those out. We listened to them over and over and over again. They never came out of our boom boxes. You can Google that if you're new to the music. You don't know what the hell that is. Anyway, those are some Jack Straws you listen to. Oregon in 72, 8/27, and January 11th, 1979. That's a rager there. That's Nassau Coliseum. Oh, Lord, you want to listen to that. So anyway, here we go. We're ready to start getting some more music. And boom, shakedown, and there's Michelle again, raging. Michelle, you were the star of rail coverage on the stream tonight. You're right there. It seems as though someone put some more coins in the psychedelic video game because Luigi's back. We got Luigi. Listen, it's been clear from the beginning, Mario made all the money. It was his gig. Mario's got all the money. Luigi, he just comes in when someone's got a couple extra coins and hits play or two. We get Luigi in there. It's clear Mario made all the money. It really is. Poor Luigi, he's like the John Kay of video games. So, anyway, the jams throughout Shakedown are great. Really, I thought that was some tasty stuff. Weir was laying down some incredible shit, boy. If you listen to that one over, just put an ear to what Weir was doing all through that. Weir's volume, really, he set his volume, I think, as high as he possibly could tonight. It was, I imagine on the stage, you probably heard nothing but Weir. I could be wrong. He was way up in the mix tonight. They're doing some interesting stuff. It was fun, but those jams, boy, they were taking jams to the deep end of the pool tonight, man. This stuff was delicious, like dark chocolate and bacon kind of delicious. After that, amazing jam at the end of Shakedown, you get Uncle Jay's, and like I said, these jams, they're going deep. The jams on Uncle John's just left me sitting there right in the center of a hurricane of my own thoughts, and the music just perpetuated, you know, the thoughts through me, and I'm hoping that the hurricane that swirled around me was there to just suck out the things that didn't belong and leave me right there with something that I can work with. Anyway, that was a good one. John, delivering notes like a sewing machine. I mean, really, it was endless. Boy, he was taking it to that. One right after another, just firing that up. Stephen, they played next, and I thought Stephen was great. Really loved that. And once again, the jams went on so long into Stephen, at one point I lost my place. Totally lost my fucking place. I'm thinking to myself, where the hell did this jam begin? What the hell song did this start from? Really, it went on so long, got so interesting, damn near forgot where I was, and so I'm not even altered, so how's that? Anyway, the William Tell gets started. That song's got to be a motherfucker to sing and play at the same time. You know the good thing about William Tell and the 11, he remembers all those words, and they're just not easy words, and not easy to sing them and play them at the same time. And the good thing is, even if he didn't remember the words, I'm not sure we would either. So that's a big plus when you sing a song that probably most of us don't know the fucking words to either. So, but there's interesting shit happening there. That 11, and that was good. So there's some fallout at the end, but it found its way back to safety. You know, after a little bit of fallout, I thought it was a good time. Drums, heavy on the acoustic drums again. Mickey down there pounding it out. Really just an intense period. Kreutzmann owned it. I mean, that brother was just a clear channel, and everything that's good about percussion in the universe was coming through him, and he was laying it down. I mean, closed my eyes briefly, and a herd of elephants passed through my mind. I couldn't believe it. There they go. I'm sure someone will make a comment and let me know what that means in the spirit realm. Maybe I'll even look it up. But it was at some time there during drums, closed my eyes, and there goes a herd of elephants. Holy cow, there was 7 of them. Anyway, a great time through drums, another really good one. We get Space up next, and Mayer goes full fucking Hendrix. He's playing with his teeth, or he's eating his guitar. He's right there with Mickey and the Beam on this one. We're all going to eat instruments. I was glad Mickey you know, didn't get to the Beam. At least I didn't see it on the stream. But John, I mean, I'm sure he's gotten under a lot of G-strings, but this one, he was getting under one tonight. He was there. I don't know if he was screaming into his pickups. I don't know if he was playing with his teeth. I figured he'd go full Hendrix if that makes you feel good about life. Giddy up, get on with it. Anyway, playing with his mouth, that's interesting. Listen, White Peter comes out of space, still a candidate for the Caucasian national anthem. When they came up to the chorus of that, came up to the harmonies, Weir did like a see here, and he looked around. I don't know, maybe he saw a shitbird. He might have saw a shitbird, because I think I heard one during the harmonies. Really, it's the bad as ever. Sometimes I think if God answered prayer, Mayer's mic would go out during every Wharf Rat and Black Peter. There's no doubt about it. But solo was tasty. I would have liked to see kind of that solo move on a little bit. It kind of came to a hush a little sooner than I'd like. I would have liked seeing that go into full-blown rage. But I mean, really, to me, the best Black Peter Dead & Co. ever played was bad. Anyway, I'm sure that you loved it, and I'm glad that you loved it. Maybe, listen, some Peters that you can put your ears to. That sounds fucking weird, doesn't it? Anyway, don't put your ears to too many Peters, but some things you should listen to that would help. Listen, one thing I remembered was Pittsburgh. In the summer of '90, Garcia, I wore that gold bracelet for a little while. That was funny. I don't know where that came from, but for a little while he wore it. That Peter, he sings, a man can be as strong as me. And that was a little deviation from the norm, and we went nuts there at the stadium that night. I'll never forget that moment. That one got so ingrained into my mind. That was Three Rivers there in Pittsburgh. You might want to check out Virginia 41478. That Peter, that one will set you straight. That's a good one. 41478 from Virginia. Check that out. Good Lovin' we get next. That's an opportunity. Listen, I love when Weir does his thing, goes false. We all know that. I thought Good Lovin' was fine. Another jam I maybe would have liked to have seen carried out a little bit. The encore, you get Black Muddy River, and so I thought John did a fine job on that. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people in the community that'll be crazy about that performance. Once again, I would have liked to have seen. Some of the pieces and some of those songs get explored a little bit more thoroughly. So I thought some of them were a little more brief than I'd prefer, but everything they played I thought sounded pretty good for the most part. Listen, the last two, the grand finale, everybody be heading to Boulder. I wish I could make it. Way too much going on here. around the house and in the neighborhood and in life for me to make it. A couple people asked about the tie-dye I talked about. That's High Hopes Etsy store. High Hopes Etsy store. High Hopes Dyes and Gifts. That's where you can find that shirt. I got asked that question a couple times. So anyway, we'll catch you in Boulder. Safe travels. It should be an amazing weekend. This has been a great tour, and I look forward to a strong finale. Love you long time. We'll talk to you soon.